Today our topic is how to live a life of purpose according to philosophy. Living a life of purpose is something many people think about, but not everyone knows how to do it. Philosophy, which is the study of how to live wisely and well, has a lot to say about this. Some of the greatest thinkers in history, like Socrates, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, have given us ideas that can help us find meaning and direction in our lives. Let's explore some of these ideas and see how they can guide us in living with purpose. First, let's talk about self-knowledge. Socrates, one of the most famous philosophers, said, "Know thyself." This means that to live a life of purpose, you must first understand who you are. Ask yourself, what do I value? What are my strengths and weaknesses? What makes me truly happy? Without knowing yourself, it's easy to get lost in what others expect from you or what society tells you to do. Take time to reflect on your life. Write down your thoughts, meditate, or talk to someone you trust. When you know yourself, you can make choices that align with your true nature, and that's where purpose begins. Next, let's talk about goals. Having clear goals is important for living a purposeful life. But not just any goals, meaningful ones. The ancient Stoics, like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, believed that our goals should not be tied to things outside our control, like fame, money, or the approval of others. Instead, they should focus on what we can control: our actions, our attitudes, and our character. For example, instead of aiming to be rich, aim to be generous. Instead of seeking fame, seek to do good work that helps others. When your goals are tied to your values and what you can control, you feel more in charge of your life, and that gives you a sense of purpose. Another important idea from philosophy is the concept of virtue. Virtue means living with qualities like courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control. The Stoics believe that a virtuous life is the key to happiness and purpose. Why? Because when you act with virtue, you are living in harmony with your true self and the world around you. For example, if you face a difficult situation with courage, you grow stronger and more confident. If you treat others with fairness and kindness, you build meaningful relationships. Virtue is not about being perfect. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself every day. And when you do that, you naturally live a life of purpose. Now, let's talk about challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and how we handle these challenges can shape our sense of purpose. The Stoics teach us that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This is called the dichotomy of control. For example, if you lose your job, you can't change the fact that it happened, but you can choose how to react. You can feel sorry for yourself, or you can see it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and find something even better. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your attitude, you feel empowered, and that helps you stay on track toward your purpose. Another key idea is mindfulness, which means being fully present in the moment. Many philosophies, including Stoicism and Buddhism, emphasize the importance of living in the here and now. Often, we get so caught up in worrying about the future or regretting the past that we miss out on the present. But the present moment is all we truly have. When you practice mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. You start to notice the small joys in life, like the warmth of the sun or the sound of a loved one's laughter. This awareness helps you appreciate life more deeply and live with intention, which is a big part of finding purpose. Let's also talk about relationships. No one can live a purposeful life alone. Humans are social beings, and our connections with others play a huge role in our sense of meaning. Aristotle, another great philosopher, talked about the importance of friendship. He believed that true friendship is based on mutual respect and a shared commitment to doing good. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, support you, and challenge you to be better. At the same time, be that kind of person for others. When you build strong, meaningful relationships. You create a network of love and support that helps you stay focused on your purpose. Another important aspect of living with purpose is contributing to something bigger than yourself. This could mean helping others, working for a cause you believe in, or creating something that adds value to the world. The philosopher Immanuel Kant said that we should act in a way that treats everyone as an end in themselves, not just as a means to an end. In other words, don't use people for your own gain. Instead, respect their dignity and work together for the common good. When you contribute to the well-being of others, you feel a deeper sense of connection and purpose. Let's not forget about simplicity. Many philosophies, especially Stoicism, teach us that a simple life is a purposeful life. We live in a world full of distractions, endless choices, constant noise, and the pressure to have more and do more. But true purpose doesn't come from having more. It comes from focusing on what truly matters. Simplify your life by letting go of what doesn't serve you. This could mean decluttering your physical space, cutting out toxic relationships, or saying no to activities that drain your energy. When you simplify, you create space for what really matters, and that helps you live with clarity and purpose. Finally, let's talk about legacy. A purposeful life is not just about what you do for yourself. It's also about what you leave behind. Think about how you want to be remembered. What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? This doesn't mean you have to do something huge or famous. Even small acts of kindness, like helping a neighbor or mentoring a young person, can leave a lasting impact. When you live with the awareness of your legacy, you make choices that align with your values and contribute to the greater good. In conclusion, living a life of purpose according to philosophy is about knowing yourself, setting meaningful goals, practicing virtue, embracing challenges, being mindful, building strong relationships, contributing to others, simplifying your life, and thinking about your legacy. These ideas may seem simple, but they are powerful. They have stood the test of time because they work. If you apply them to your life, you will find that you feel more focused, fulfilled, and connected to what truly matters. Remember, purpose is not something you find outside yourself. It's something you create by living with intention and integrity. So, take these lessons from philosophy, reflect on them, and start taking small steps toward a more purposeful life today. The journey may not always be easy, but it will be worth it.